Ireland is famous for its castles, rolling green hills and ancient history. But beneath the folklore lies something far stranger. For centuries, people across Ireland have reported encounters with mysterious beings said to exist only in legend. Most dismiss these stories as myths. Others believe they are based on something real. Today, we're opening three of Ireland's most fascinating case files. 3 legends, 3 reported encounters, and the question that remains unanswered. What did these people really see? The thhe is often described as Ireland's headless horseman. According to legend, he rides through the night carrying his severed head beneath one arm. His horse is said to have eyes that glow like fire, and when he stops and calls a person's name, death soon follows. For centuries, stories of the thhe spread throughout rural Ireland. Many dismiss them as superstition, but some modern reports are harder to explain. One of the most frequently repeated stories comes from County Sligo. Local residents report seeing a dark rider moving along a remote road late at night. Witnesses described a figure that appeared unusually tall and strangely shaped. Some claimed the rider seemed to vanish into darkness without turning off the road. No evidence was ever found. Yet, the story spread quickly through the community. One of the best known encounter stories comes from Thomas Crofton Croker's 1828 collection. A farmer named Larry Dodd was riding home after buying a horse when he met a woman wrapped in a cloak beside the road. Feeling bold, he offered her a ride. As they travelled, he tried to kiss her. The woman suddenly transformed. Instead of a face, she had no head at all. Larry fell unconscious. When he awoke, he found himself beside the ruins of a church, surrounded by dozens of headless riders and severed heads. Illuminated by an eerie light, he barely escaped with his sanity. Could it be true? Believers argue that similar sightings have been reported for generations. Skeptics point out the darkness, fog, and distance can easily distort perception. A horse rider viewed under poor conditions could appear very different than reality. And stories already familiar to the community may influence how witnesses interpret what they see. Few creatures in Irish folklore are as unpredictable as the puka. Unlike many legends, the puka can take many forms. A horse, a dog, a goat, even a human. The creature is often associated with lonely roads and remote countryside. Some stories portray it as mischievous, others describe it as dangerous. One report comes from rural County Galway. A farmer allegedly encountered what he believed was a large black horse standing near a field late at night. Nothing seemed unusual at first, until he noticed the animal wasn't moving. Not at all. The horse remained perfectly still, watching. When the farmer approached, he claimed it suddenly disappeared from view. No tracks, no sound, nothing. The encounter became local folklore. Another story of the puka is when a traveller walking home late at night noticed a beautiful black horse standing quietly. Thinking it was harmless, he climbed onto its back. The horse immediately laughed. It bolted across hills, rivers, cliffs, and bogs at impossible speed. Just before dawn, it threw the man into a ditch before disappearing. The traveller survived, but was reportedly never the same again, refusing ever to travel in the dark. Stories like this were common throughout counties Wicklow, Clare and Cork, where strange nighttime horse encounters were blamed on the puka. Now, could it be true? Some believe these reports preserve memories of genuine, unexplained encounters. Others suggest natural explanations. Darkness can make distance difficult to judge. A horse moving behind terrain or vegetation can seem to vanish unexpectedly, and human memory often fills in missing details after a surprising event. Long before Dracula, and long before Hollywood vampires, Ireland had Abertoch. According to legend, Abertoch was a cruel chieftain who continued to rise from the grave after death. Each time he returned, he demanded blood from the living. The legend claims villagers repeatedly buried him, yet he kept coming back. Eventually, a special method was used to stop him permanently. Today, many researchers believe the story may have influenced later vampire folklore. The legend is strongly connected with County Derry, and interestingly, reports continue to emerge from this area. Visitors describe strange feelings near the site traditionally associated with Abertoch's grave. Some claim they experience sudden fear. Others report an overwhelming sense of being watched. No paranormal evidence has ever been confirmed. Yet, the location continues to attract curious visitors. Could it be true? Believers argue that ancient legends often begin with real events. When people visit a location expecting something unusual, ordinary experiences can feel extraordinary. Psychologists call this suggestion, but whether psychological or supernatural, the stories continue. The Dullahan, the Puka, Abertoch. True legends that have survived for centuries. Are they simply stories passed down through generations? Misunderstood encounters? Or traces of something older and stranger? The truth is that no evidence has ever conclusively proven these creatures exist. Yet, sightings continue, and stories continue. Throughout Ireland, these ancient legends refuse to disappear. Perhaps because every legend begins with a question, and sometimes questions survive much longer than answers. Thanks for watching.